Hello. My name is Yossarian, and I'm, so to speak, the master of the Salt Lake. I'm the captain of the only functional motorboat on this lake. Raiders and savages are afraid of the water, just like other wastelanders. Most people have only seen desert for their whole lives. Large water surfaces are something strange and mystical for them. That is why the Great Salt Lake is the safest wall against those wild hordes. I only come to the shore to look for provisions. The nights I spend outside on the open water in safety. The most difficult thing is to get enough fuel for the boat. Before New Cannon was burned to ashes, I brought many travelers across the lake and could live well from it. Now I have a hard time coming by. If the situation doesn't improve, I'll have to leave my boat. I'll tell you a story about civilization. Do you know what the Catch-22 is? Of course not. In the old world, a rule of the Air Force was called like that. This rule stated that insane pilots could make a request to be declared as unfit to fly. The request for being unfit to fly, however, was always denied, on the grounds that no one could be insane who wouldn't want to fly anymore. See, this is a parable of civilization. Full rules that somehow want to catch you. Peace. Calm water that gently strikes the bow. The sun as it sinks between the ruins of the lost world and the wind whose whisper reminds us of the great days of mankind. Below you the dark water, heavy of salt and radiation. The Salt Lake has no flow, so all water of the Bear River evaporates and leaves the poisons and nuclear fallout. The radioactive density is constantly rising in the Salt Lake. I wouldn't even put a foot in it. The fishes have mutated and have adapted to the radiation. Some of them have become quite disturbing abominations. No, the Salt Lake hasn't become a human-friendly place, but that makes it so peaceful here. The island of Professor Newellbrain. Stories tell that he had come to riches during pre-war years through daring scientific experiments. He bought the island in the Salt Lake and built an uncanny mansion there. It is told that he continued his bizarre experiments in the dungeon below it. Even after the war, he continued the experiments and created terrible creatures who now live there. Absolutely. Nothing brings me even to the proximity of this place. There are many smaller islands in the lake. They are mostly sparse. From Toxicton, the land-tongue Antelope Island reaches into the lake. There you shouldn't go ashore. Many mutations roaming around there, and not far away are the poisonous clouds of Toxicton. I stopped my ferry business temporarily because of the unrest in the area. I can no longer trust anyone. Perhaps that will change again. See you.
How you doing, friend? Yeah, it's awesome, right? You won't find a faster car in the whole wasteland. One day, out there in the wilderness, I saw a campfire in the distance. I headed towards it and found a dying man laying there in a blanket. He said his name was Max and that he got in a fight with some raiders while trying to avenge his family. He got wounded and he fled with his Falcon V8. I stayed with Max until he died a few hours later. I buried him and took his car afterwards. I'm an adventurer just like you. I move from place to place looking for jobs like bounty hunts or the like. Sometimes I look for useful things in pre-war ruins. I'm on my way to the east. Here in the west, it's become too crowded. All areas are occupied by either the NCR or the Legion. Sure, what about it? Fancy, right? Is this supposed to be a joke? If you dare, we do a race on the flats. Alright, tell me when you're ready. Take care.
Hey traveler, welcome to my little resting place in the middle of nowhere. Sure, take your time. Yes, of course, but there is not much to do here. Every couple of days, travelers stop by, but sometimes no soul gets lost here for many days. The rail trucker barely stops here as they drive straight on to Mickey's Motors. So it's mostly the caravans or a lonesome wanderer like you now and then. When I started here, the rail trucks didn't exist, and right here in the middle of the Unveils flats, most of the caravans were resting for the night. I thought it a good opportunity to offer my services, especially because, as robot, don't have to satisfy my own needs, except the usual maintenance. The caravans still rest here, but because of the rail trucks, it's less busy than before. It doesn't bother me. After all, I'm far from the reach of Mr. House. As long as people continue to travel east and the Legion continues to control the south, the travelers will visit this place for a drink, a safe sleeping place, or to eat a can of Jimmy's Best. Yes, I used to be one of Mr. House's girls. Jane and I were made together. One might say we are something like sisters, and we had the same task to serve Mr. House. But I could not bear this life any longer, to be locked up in this ivory tower. I wanted to get out into the world. So one day I just ran away. Don't you think this is a simple thing? Mr. House has built a lot of hedges in us to go against rogue robots. He can take control of each of us at any time and overwrite the personality profiles. This is basically the same as killing us, as if he were to hunt us a bullet straight into the brain. However, I have succeeded in decoupling myself from the mainframe and thus deprived me of his access. There is, however, a problem that I could not solve so far. In our chip, an expiration date is programmed, which automatically destroys our system if the date is exceeded. The mainframe automatically resets this date every day. Without a mainframe, however, the date is no longer reset, and our death is inevitable. An ultimate failsafe of Mr. House. still have 167 days to solve the problem. Thankfully, Mr. House has set the lifespan generously, probably to avoid unwanted system destruction due to network problems. However, there are possibilities. On the one hand, you could program a fake mainframe to reset the date in my chip. On the other hand, you could completely deactivate the expiration date. The second option is much more difficult and would require excellent computer skills. For both, I need, however, a chip, memory, and mainboard of a functioning Vault mainframe, and unfortunately, I don't know where I should get these parts. You smarty pants, try to find a vault with an intact mainframe. For real? That would be great. I won't hang my hopes high, but who knows? I only sell booze, water, and Jimmy's Best Brahmin. All three things don't lose their permanency, and I can store them in great quantity. These are also the most requested goods. However, I could use a replenishment of my inventory. Do you want to help me? I need only 2 articles, Jimmy's Best and Röttgen rum. Travel to Bowietown and meet with the local butcher there. He can sell you the cans. For the rum, visit the Carter Ranch beyond the Great Salt Lake. Bob Carter brews the stuff. A strange question, because surely no one has ever asked you how it is to be human. I can't tell you what it's like to be me, because I don't know what it's like to be someone else. One day, we awake from the darkness. People are born, robots are turned on, and begin to see and try to understand why we're here. It's no easier for me than it is for you. We awake with a given code or DNA and try to find our way around. And what we are or think will be influenced by the things we see and the code we have been given. So, to answer your question, I don't know. I only know what it's like to be me. Sometimes it's exciting, sometimes it's sad, and sometimes it's beautiful. It depends on the moments. I want to broaden my knowledge. I want to understand the secrets of the universe and maybe someday get an idea of why I'm here, right now in this moment. So far, no artificial intelligence has succeeded. Otherwise, this world already looks very different. So why should I succeed? It's more an incentive to improve myself. I don't believe in this myth of singularity. I believe that even we robots aren't meant to become a super essence. I don't know. Presumably, I will die at some point by force or from some technical malfunction. I don't believe that I will exist until the end of things. Most importantly, my expiration date is not fixed and my end remains an unknown. Oh, this is not a real aquarium. The fishes are synthetic beings. I am working on this project to investigate the possibilities of expanding artificial intelligence. The ultimate goal of robotics is singularity, the ability of an artificial intelligence to improve itself. So far, no one has succeeded. Otherwise, our world would look different. Of course, I don't believe that I will succeed and become a singularity, but it's an interesting occupation. Be careful out there.
Greetings, traveller. My name is Will Maxton. I'm a knight for the Venerable Brotherhood of Steel, and to start with, I'm not related to Roger Maxton. This is just a fucking coincidence. Isn't that right, Johnny? Johnny's sitting over there. He doesn't talk much. Right, Johnny? Oh, damn. I wish I wasn't in this bloody desert with these two boneheads. Look, these idiots at headquarters have sent us out here. Right, Johnny? We're supposed to be heading to Salt Lake City to reveal the secret of these poisonous clouds and find a bit of pre-war tech. Awesome plan. First of all, because no one has ever returned from there. We'll surely be the first. Right, Johnny? Damn. Tell me something about it, you dumbass. Johnny doesn't talk much, you know. Or whatever. I don't care. At some point we all must die, so fuck it. The whole group consists of a bunch of worldly folks. This must be accepted somehow. Then you can endure it quite well. Definitely better than being out here in this forsaken desert. How the hell am I supposed to know? Maybe a giant super mutant with flatulence? But the one thing I can assure you, it's certainly not conducive to our damn health. Desertion? No way. Do you think we're damn cowards? Are we cowards, Johnny? Come on, tell me. Now say it already. Oh, damn. The boy just doesn't get his mouth open. Fuck it. I'd rather kick the bucket than enter the story as a fucking coward. Good journey, traveller. Greetings, traveller. What should be wrong with him? Apart from being a sucker. The boy's alright, damn it. Has the whole world gone mad? Can't someone just be what someone is without being questioned? Oh, Johnny, what a cruel world. Good journey, traveller.
Hey, stranger. I'm Gloria. I'm a knight in the Squad of Doom. Sure, we're walking right into our death. Tomorrow, we're heading for Texington. Nobody ever returned there alive. But I need to tell you something. I don't give a crap. I hope some monsters will eat me alive. After all, I'll die as a heroine. We got orders, you know. Do you have any honor in your bones? We're soldiers of the Brotherhood of Steel. Common sense doesn't count for us. Sure, he's awesome. Best boss ever. Period. Sorry, but I'm still in duty. Another time. However, I'm always in duty. No idea what you're talking about. What should be wrong with him? I didn't notice anything. Take care out there.
Stay out of trouble.
Good day. What does it look like? I'm Chief Callahan, and along with the sheriff, responsible for the security in Bowietown. I'm sorry, but we're already overstaffed. Maybe I should reduce the payment because of the many requests. There is, however, something you could do to help us. We guards don't get out of town, but there are dangers in this area that we should eliminate. This is a better task for outsiders like you because, well, if one of you dies, it's not in any file. So, are you interested? I'll pay you well. Awesome. Now listen. Not far from here, there is a den with giant ants. Some of them even spit fire. Can you imagine? These ants are a threat to our inhabitants. You must kill the brood mother to eliminate the danger. I'd offer you 300 caps if you get it done. What do you want to know? But do it fast. I don't have too much time to talk to guys like you. Trouble? Nothing worth mentioning, at least not here in town. I've heard the rail trucks and caravans have had a lot of trouble with 80s lately on their routes. What do you want to know? But do it fast. I don't have too much time to talk to guys like you. Sure, everyone knows that insane guy. If you ever meet him, send him a bullet between his eyes with my friendly regards. No, I'm sorry. What do you want to know? But do it fast. I don't have too much time to talk to guys like you. Yeah, don't go into the minefield above the fields. You wouldn't survive that. A wrong step, and you end up as gecko food. Stay out of trouble.
I have the most crispy iguanas in the whole wasteland. Butters and his two friends Tommy and Travis work for me. These three know the best spots to hunt iguanas. Sometimes they're on the road for several days. Don't ask me where they're going, but they always bring good fresh meat back with them. If you want to visit them, their camp is in the forest near the old church. Yes, of course, here. The menu. Farewell.
Do you have a few spare caps for old Scotty? Thank you, lady. You have something good with me. Well, if you're good with a gun, look up the sheriff. As far as I know, a few bounties are exposed. You can also try it at the Waste Trek Company. But you won't get in so easily if no one vouches for you. Mr. Bowie is always looking for special weapons. As far as I know, he even pays well for it. It's a bit surprising since he is a real miser. But be polite when you speak to him. It's best to talk to him with sire. He's easy to anger if you behave not according to his ideas. Better don't anger him. This guy is to be taken very seriously. Well, if you have the necessary caps, you can enjoy Madame Jennings' House of Delights. But it's a very exclusive club, and below 1,000 caps runs nothing. If you ask me, the girls aren't even worth it. You could play with Perla 1 month for that price. Perla you could find over there at Cooper's. She knows her business, but she left her best days behind her a long time ago. Cooper's is also the only bar in town. There you can get some drink or play a round of caravan. But be careful with Cooper. The guy has some on the scoreboard. If you spoil your chances with him, you're quickly done here. Depends on what you need. You can get almost everything in Bowietown if you have the necessary caps. For a small purse, I would recommend the general store. It has a good selection. Only weapons are sparse. For guns, you have to go to the arms shop of the company. You'll find it in City Hall. Most of the weapons are built by themselves. If you want to give your spirits a boost, look at Tucker. With him, you'll get everything you need to fly high heaven. Just go over to share and sleep. It's the only hotel in town, very clean, and you can even cut your hair there. If this is too expensive, behind the general store you may find a rotten mattress. as long as you don't mind a few bucks. As far as I know, Mr. Bowie tries to find a buyer for his apartment house. But as I know the old miser, he will probably want an unheard sum for it. You want to know something about me? No one has asked me that for a long time. But, well, if you're really interested, I grew up in the NCR, over there in Old Shady Sands. That's how the NCR was once called, you know. My parents had a small farm, right out of town. Being a farmer, no, that was nothing for old Scotty. So I joined the caravans and travelled across the wastelands. Some years ago, I guess I must have to be around 30, he ended up here in Bowietown. Cooper, this rat, took all me caps from playing caravan. The guy really knows the game. Well, and maybe he's cheating. However, I didn't want to let that sit on me and got me a little credit with Bowie. I thought I could win me caps back. No way. Cooper took me except for the last dim. So I was looking for a bit of work here in town to pay back me debts. It took me nearly 10 years of my life to scratch the caps I owe Mr. Bowie. Now I'm too old for the caravans. Mud and his 2 boys have disappeared for quite a while. It's rumored that Harcourt have found something valuable. This old bastard always had a good nose for business. I'm sure there's something big behind it. After all, he left his well-going business behind. Some say the white legs took their scalps, but I don't believe it. About 3 months ago, they suddenly came back after a long absence. Since then, they have something in the pipeline. I'm sure of it. I'd like to get into their house and look around. But just look at my fingers. Completely crippled by caravan play. I'm glad already if I can hold my bottle properly. A bobby pin wouldn't even be able to fish out of my pocket. Thanks, lady. You're a real angel. I won't go anywhere.
You wanna fly? Take a hazard. Believe me, I've everything. From amphetamines to cinnamon. Just fly with me. Yeah, most of it, but not everything. A lot is from Vegas. Can't get excellent stuff. I also buy a few things from the caravans. Hey, maybe you can help me. You look as if you are coming around a lot. Great! You know, my wheat dealer has bitten the dust. A fucking 80s bastard shut him down. My supplies are almost exhausted. That's a fucking disaster! Okay, not a big one. The stuff wasn't the best, to be honest. It always smelled a bit like a mothball. Not directly. I want to grow the dope myself. A couple of years ago, I met a guy who had wonderful seeds. He used something special to fertilize them. But I can't remember. Anyway, this weed was fucking amazing. Amazing, believe me. And now, I'm looking for him. I can't remember his name. And that dope was a real burner. His name was something like Makokoso. If you can find him, I'm sure you can make a deal for some of his seeds. Great! Bring me the seeds, and I will mix you a special mind blower. my little lab and my breeding station. Down there, I raise all kinds of mushrooms. Some of them I have treated with radioactive material. The results were amazing. You can create some wonderful brews out of it. Why? Well, I don't care actually. You better use the breathing mask unless you want to get addicted by my spores. Just fly with me.
Welcome to Cooper's. Drinks you get with me. If you want to have fun, talk to Perla. Sure. What do you want to know? That's for sure. There are always a lot of people coming through. Soldiers of fortune on the way to the north, or travelers who are moving east. Bowietown is one of the last settlements off the northern wilderness. Up north there is nothing left but savage and rough country. Anyone can do. Rest here. Sure, there are still Twin Falls, but not all like this place due to its weird laws. Some move beyond the Arid Creek mountain pass immediately to the northeast. Do you see the guy over there at the table? The one with the headscarf? Arrived here just yesterday. A strange bird, I can tell you that. I can't say exactly. In any case, he is different from the other travelers. Sits there all day and only drinks water. Well, probably he was swimming in some radiation pond and now only has mud in his bulb. Come back if you get thirsty.
I'm on the way to Twin Falls. I'll just rest here for a couple of days.
Hey, darling. Looking for some fun? That's a long story. I think you really don't want to know it. Well, I'll give you the short version. I married once, my man died. I married a second time, my man ran away. So I drank all my sorrow, not hoping for tomorrow anymore. The years passed by, men came and went. I traveled from town to town, stayed here and there. But my fortune I couldn't find nowhere. So in the end, I ended up here. I guess I'll stay a while until time takes me somewhere else. You'll be back. They all come back.
Welcome to the Coopers. Sure, what should it be?
Finally, we meet in person. I'm sorry, my name is Ray, and no, you do not know me, but I've heard a lot about you. Irrelevant. What is much more important is whether you are interested in a little mission. Kill somebody? No, nothing like that. It's about, how can I say, information procurement would probably be the right expression. Completely bloodless, only a little delicate, one could say. So, are you interested? My clients are interested in some special books owned by Mr. Bowie. He keeps them in his safe in the bank. These books are of great value to my friends, and Mr. Bowie came into their possession in a non-rightful way. Some special books written by special men. I can't tell you more right now. No, I must first check your trustworthiness, but if you get me these books, I will answer all of your questions. Mr. Bowie usually stays in his office during the day, so it would be best if you infiltrate the bank during the night. Be careful. In the bank, there are some robots connected to an alarm system. You must first turn off the system before you enter the bank. This is very important. If you were to just go in and shoot the robots, our deal is lapse. Nobody should know you were there. We need people with brains, not mindless barbarians. There are probably several ways you can turn off the system. Perhaps you can interrupt the power supply to the bank, or you can hack into the system. How you do it doesn't matter to me. The important thing is to make it unobtrusive. Sure, sooner or later, Mr. Bowie will know the books are gone. But he won't tell anybody, because he should not have hidden these books in the first place. But then these books are already long gone and out of his reach. So if you do it, you'll get 500 caps and I will answer all questions you may have. Fine, I put another 500 caps on top. But that's it now. Get on your way.
Yes, that's true. So, is he with his ancestors? Then don't bother me. And why do you think I have work for you? Very well then. I'm on the lookout for some special revolvers, with fine handcrafted engravings and things like that. You understand? More specifically, I'm looking for a Ranger Sequoia and a Midnight Star. If you're able to find them for me, I would pay you very well indeed. Awesome. Yes, that's right. 15,000 caps. But the house is worth it. It's got 2 upper floors and a refurbished cellar. It's also fully furnished. No, it's 15,000 and not a single one less. Then leave me alone. Bye.
Move along, please.
Hello. I'm Angela Bowie. How can I help you? Yes, go on. If he's not in the house, he'll be in his office on the upper floor of the bank. Why you want to know? You are very curious. My father won't like that. Either I'm in the bank, or at home, or somewhere else. You mean because he's so successful and influential in Bowietown? That doesn't mean anything. We finally live in a Hicksville. Here everyone knows everyone and the people here don't give much on prestige. That is why they live beyond the NCR limits. My mother died at my birth. My father says she was a good woman. He founded the city together with Mr. Danton. At the time, there was only the ruins of a pre-war village called Montello. My father recognized a good location in the village ruins and made the best of it. The town is now so uplifted mainly because of his commitment. Many people talk badly about him and consider him to be an exploiter and a miser, but to tell you the truth, these people in the whole region owe much to him. Pretty boring. Most people don't have enough caps to make a deposit or prefer to hoard it under their pillows. That's why I spend most of my time waiting for customers and read books. Most customers have dubious credit applications that I must reject, because it's obvious that they would run away with the caps or squander them for gambling, women, and drinks. My biggest challenge is to assess the credibility of borrowers. Do you see the robots? They do every bank robber before he comes close to me. We only approve a loan to people we trust. Please honor us again soon.
Move along, please. Move along, please.
What can I do for you? Sure, be my guest. What do you want to know? About the company? Well, Clark Danton is the boss of the company. Founded the company many years ago here in Bowietown. The company mainly deals with water and Brahmin, but of course also other things like weapons, ammunition, equipment, and building materials. There is, however, an ethical code prohibiting the trade of slaves and drugs within the company. Mr. Danton is just but a stern boss. He's very suspicious towards strangers, and it takes a lot of time to win his trust. Yeah, most of them. We must buy some, of course. The gun runners offer, among other things, good quality. We often buy from them. The powder for the ammunition I mix myself. I've been playing around with it for a long time until I got the mix just right. Now my stuff blows away every Brotherhood of Steel asshole. What do you want to know? Rumors? Sorry, I really don't know any. Most of the time I spend is here in the store and the workshop. I have so many orders I almost can't follow them all. If it had been possible, I would have hired an assistant long ago. Unfortunately, it's pretty hard to find good craftsmen around here. For me, there isn't really much to tell. My parents are from Chinatown and Frisco. I left the city when I became a young man. I spent some time with the caravans at the wasteland. For a couple years, I was working as a technician in Broken Hills. When the work was too boring, I joined a caravan that was on its way to Bowietown.
I'd heard the company was looking for skilled people like me. Now I'm building weapons here. It's not a bad job.
As you wish.
I'm Sheriff Hardcastle. If you can behave yourself properly, you and I will get along just fine. I might have something for you, if you're good with a gun and don't mind getting your hands dirty. Bounty hunting. There are a few individuals who need dealt with, but my people don't have time to search the area for these bugs. There's a nice bounty for every head. What do you say? We have a problem with a man. Well, let's just say he's insane. Folks around here just call him the Biter. The guy is a disgusting monster. Bites his victims in the throat, hence the name. He just recently attacked a farmer and her daughter who were on their way to Bowietown. It was mere luck the girl survived. She's over with Doc McCoy in the clinic. She's probably gonna suffer permanent damage. So are you in? Wouldn't hurt my feelings if you let him suffer a bit before you do it. He's a very tall guy with a beard and a mutilated right ear. You bring me that ear as proof. It's worth 300 caps to you. Yeah, sure. Don't cause trouble. Don't kill the innocent. Don't hit the whores. Don't ramble while drunk. And don't fight in the bar. And always be nice, calm, and cool. As usual, the old sheriff was shot, and I just happened to be in town. And me, I like to keep the rubbish and riffraff away from good, decent folks, so it just kind of worked out. Don't cause any trouble.
Hello, how must I help you? How should I know? I work inside here all day long. Ask Scotty, who always knows what's going on in town. You need to talk to the boss when he's in his office. I'm Deputy Hank, and I'm up to my ears in work. Because Gina prefers to relax on the lookout tower and shoot at critters instead of doing her office work. All the shit sticks to me. I don't even have time to go on patrol anymore. Look at my skin, pale like the salt flats. Just do it, but it won't lead anywhere. At most to a beating. Hello, how must I help you? Ask Barry the sheriff. I only type things and rarely talk about them. I can hardly wait. Can I do anything else? Please just say no. I still have a lot to type. I hope it won't be soon.
I'm Dr. McCoy. Do you have any open wounds? I was in the NCR's army for some time, and was able to gather a lot of experience in the field. After my army time, I was with the followers at Boneyard for a while. They know a lot about medicine. I came to Bowietown with the caravans. Their doc just passed away in a gunfight, and since I liked the area, I decided to take over the clinic. I'm a doctor, not a job agent. Ask the sheriff or the company. You look a bit under the weather. Nothing serious. A couple of payments and you'll be back in shape. Just sit down and relax.
My God. A new customer. This is so wonderful. Please, love, step into my beautiful house of hair and lair. Oh, excusez-moi? It's not my intention at all to sound funny, darling. I really don't understand what you mean. Don't you love the mellow swing in my voice? Rutger says it would suit me to become a singer in Vegas. But oh my, isn't he such a charmer? I don't think I have much talent. Oh, how uninhibited you are, honey. Rutger is my dear sugar baby. He's so mean. Look at his face. But let's not go into detail. You make me embarrassed, darling. I could tell you that this is a wonderful little town with great people. But the truth is, most people here are dickheads living in Dullsville. But what can I say, darling? It's just the same everywhere else.
That's just awesome. We have the most amazing rooms in the whole town. You talk to Rutger. He'll give you the keys. Sweet dreams, sweetheart. Oh, you take care of yourself, honey.
How may I help you? Sure, he is completely insane. Some say he drinks the blood of his victims and eats their entrails. A while ago, he was drifting around here. No idea where he could be now. I look after the hotel, keep the rooms clean, manage the keys, and so on. Sure, you meet a lot of people, and most of them only come here if they're too tired to shoot you. Sure, absolutely. We are the best hotel in town. Well, we're also the only one. One night costs 60 caps. Fine. Just go up with the elevator to the first floor. It's the second room on the right.
Good day. What can I do for you? So, you want to work for the company, right? So, what are your skills? Sorry, we have enough caravan guards at the moment. This could prove useful indeed. Well, for the beginning, I have a simple delivery for Montgomery Gator at our office in Arid Creek. Get this done, and we can talk about more difficult tasks. The reward is 200 caps. It's 200 caps. Either you accept it, or leave it. Well, here's a hollow band, and now hurry up to bring it to Gator. Good day. What can I do for you? Yes, for almost 25 years. I am the right hand of Mr. Danton, so if you have something to discuss with the company, come to me first. As I told you, Mr. Danton is the boss of the company. We are not the only trade organization in the area. There would be the Mud Caravans, although we haven't heard from Mud and his boys for some time. There are many small caravans, like the Muds. Many of them are family businesses, which consist only of a handful of people. We prefer working with Old McHenry, as we have long-standing business relationships, and he is a personal friend of Mr. Danton. All together, the company, the small caravans, the settlements, and the rail trucks are united in the Salt Lake Trading Union. This is, so to speak, a supra-regional network that represents the interest of caravans and communities. There is also a defense alliance within the Union, which was decided after the burning of New Canaan. With the radio network and the rail trucks, we tried to protect the communities with interfering troops of the Union, so New Canaan can't be repeated. The rail truckers are responsible for the safety of the railway line. They have their workshop at Mickey's Motors, but stay there only for maintenance. No, Mr. Danton is a very busy man. If I let anyone just talk to him, he wouldn't find rest no more. Prove yourself worthy for the company, then we see further. Do a few jobs for me. If you're capable enough, you can talk to Mr. Danton. Farewell.
What are you for an ugly bitch? Damn, yes, but what does it matter to you? Yeah, he named it after me. Neat, right? Stupid bitch, just get lost.
Howdy. I had a dog named Jimmy. No, I named him after the meat. Unfortunately, he's an insult to meat everywhere. I always feared this would happen someday. That boy is a useless idiot, and I'm ashamed of him. I appreciate you seeking approval from me first. It is difficult for me, but I understand why you want to do this. He brought it on himself. Farewell.
Caps first, before you may enter. Every guest of Madame Janine's exclusive club have to pay a one-time membership fee. No exceptions. Ever. This ensures that not any junkhead can enter the club. You want to pay now or not? Thank you. Have fun in Madame Janine's House of Delights.
Welcome to Madame Janine's House of Delights. I'm Amber. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I'm only responsible for the bar. If you want to have fun, talk to Madame Janine or any of the other girls. Come back soon.
Hey, sweetheart, want to play with me? I will unfold all my secrets to you. I could tell you more interesting things. I'll be waiting for you.
Isn't Heather amazing? I could watch her all day.
I was a very bad boy. Oh, I'm sorry. This was a mistake.
Welcome to my establishment. I'm Madame Janine. How may I help you? If you like, even if your expression is highly raffish. Club of gentlemen, please. This ain't no doss house like in Mickey's Motors. I'm listening. 1,000 caps the night. Paid in advance. If you beat the girls or force them to do things they don't want to do, you'll get kicked. Also, condoms are mandatory. If you need any, contact Amber. I'm sorry, but Amber is my daughter and works here only as a bar girl. Amber has no girlfriend at the moment, and I doubt that you could be the lucky one. Let's have a look at you, sweetheart. Yeah, you could be just the right one. One of my clients has very exclusive wishes. You're exactly his profile. It's about a gentleman named Maso. He likes some kind of role-playing games. Are you interested? 1,500 caps. 1,500 caps is more than enough. Very nice. Now go down and talk to Mr. Maso. He will also give you the caps as soon as his desires have been satisfied. Enjoy your time.
I was a very bad boy. I obey you, oh mistress. Oh, mistress, you've broken my leg. How wonderful. Let me kiss your feet.
Did she tell you? Normally, I don't shout it from the housetops, but it's true. But I'm just doing my job here, so you don't need to schmooze me because you hope for a discount with the girls. I bet some wasteland asshole or maybe some raider. My mother never told me. Either way, it makes no difference anymore. I don't know yet. Perhaps one day, or maybe I'll just burn it to the ground and start a new life.
That's all the sayings you've got? Look, I bet you're not a bad person, but right now, I'm not interested in a relationship. The last guy I dated was eaten by a giant spider, and the guy before him lost all his caps in gambling and hung himself on a lantern post. I have no desire for this kind of shit. I will never date adventurers like you again. Better any village steward who never leaves town.
back soon.
Me old friend, what can old Scotty do for you? A true monster, I can tell you. Only recently he attacked a woman and her little daughter. He killed the woman, but the little one escaped. Now she is with Dr. McCoy in the clinic. This poor little thing. The last thing I heard about this rat was that he was heading for Eric Creek. Guess because his face became too well known in the area. Now you won't go anywhere.
I'm Frank. I buy meat, so if you have something, just bring it with you. That's right, the slaughterhouse belongs to Mr. Danton. I am, so to speak, Chief Butcher. The majority of them come from the Brahmin herds of Mr. Danton. They normally graze on the northern plains. A few times a year, the Great Brahmin Drive takes place. Many smaller Brahmin breeders around the area unite their herds and drive them to Bowietown. I usually have to hire a few helpers. The rest of the meat is sold to me by hunters. You can find almost everything there. Mole rats, bighorns, geckos, and so on. What a strange question. I sleep, I eat, I drink. I haven't found a woman yet who has lived up to my expectations. I love big orders. It's the best way to do business. How large are we talking? 100 cans. Yeah. The price can certainly be negotiated. I can give you them 10 caps per can, which means a total price of 1,000 caps. So, do we have a deal? Excellent. I'll deliver the cans directly to your vehicle. I don't think you want to transport them on foot, do you? Yeah, I have something for you. It's shoveling Brahmin dung. I have more than enough of that. You can get started right away. I pay a daily rate of 5 caps, and you can sleep in the hay. You can also get something to eat and drink. Sounds fair, right? How long do you want to work? Better a day with shit than a shitty day, eh?
Howdy, sugar. The Duke wishes a nice day. That old Betty? Joe, that's my rail truck. I'm riding this babe together with Jenna. My girl and I drive the full truck from Bowietown down to Wendover, and then head over to Mickey's. I'm sorry, hon, but I don't take hackers. We only transport goods or troops for the trading union. No, hon. Kenny designed it. The boy's a real smartass. Why don't you visit him once? He has his workshop in Mickey's Motors. All the rail truckers are working for the Salt Lake Trading Union and are responsible for protecting and driving the rail trucks. The 80s and White Legs love the rail trucks because they always carry valuable goods. So it is important that we also have experience in combat. We make sure the route is free of scumbags. A life full of danger and adventure. A free life. Most of us kicked the bucket early, but at least we had fun by then. When a pack of White Legs or a band of 80s is on your heels, then the blood jumps into your head and you feel like being on drugs while trying to get the last of your truck. Oh, I love it. I just got away a few times. Rarely felt so alive. Sure thing, sugar.
Howdy. I could be better. Fucking 80s. Lately, they've been quite annoying. Without sufficient guards, we couldn't bring many trucks back home. North of here, in the mountains, is Eric Creek, a small outpost of the company. I was never there, because no rail go up there. South of here is Wendover. It's a big, crowded town. I don't like it very much. The town areas here are relatively safe. However, out in the desert, many dangers awaits you. Raiders, there's 80s wankers, White Legs, and all kinds of scumbags. Always take enough food, water, and ammo with you. Otherwise, you're gone faster than you think. I don't know. I could imagine something different. But I love Duke. And he loves the rails. He would never give up this life. So I'll stick with it too. See ya.
Daughter for Mr. Bowie. We are responsible for the fields. My brother Frank is working in the slaughterhouse. After the death of my husband, we came here. He was a soldier for the NCR and was killed by the Legion. My brother Frank is the butcher here. I didn't just want to stay with my daughter in Freeside all alone, so I moved to Frank. Here, life is much better than in Freeside. Even the work on the fields is hard, and Mr. Bowie doesn't pay very much. That's still better than being bothered by a drunk everlasting time. What could we expect in Freeside, besides having my daughter raped before she turned 16? Well...
What's up? If you want to work, contact Sheriff Hardcastle. He should be in his office. Oh, did you? Well, forgive me before I give you a beating. Do you want me to keep your ass free? Forget it. I'm not interested. I ain't got no info neither, so get lost. In any case, hard enough to cope with you. Because I'm good with a gun and a fist. And you? How did you become a wasteland dumbass? Bye-bye now.
Good day, traveler. I came here with my husband, James. We wanted to find our fortune in the north, but he only found death. Typhus caught him on the journey, and I could only follow his slow decease. Only his body reached Bowietown. That's 2 years ago. I wanted to stay close to his grave and started a new life here. My little store covers the needs of everyday life. There are small profits, but they generate a steady income. Yes, at the moment, I have a set for caravan traders on sale. A caravan shotgun including 24 cartridges. A trousers with a shirt and shoes. Included as well is a rawhide hat. As supplies, I have caravan food and 2 liters of clean water. The package is for 450 bottle caps. Interested? Anything else? You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Hello. There is little to tell. In Twin Falls, I got to know the right path for our pre-war societies. The path to break the wheel. Since then, I have been trying to support this path. The wheel of rise and fall of civilizations. We can only break this wheel if we start to place the good of society above the good of the individual. Again, the wheel starts to spin. We can observe it everywhere, and the fate of many is determined again by the will of a few. The people in Twin Falls are committed to the society. They have no possessions, and their products and services are only for the good of the town. On the other hand, the town commits itself to provide its inhabitants with everything necessary for life based on equal rights. As long as the town is doing well, its inhabitants are well too. And believe me, right now, the town is doing very well. The maintenance and implementation of these rules is the responsibility of the town council, whose individual members must be confirmed or abolished by the people every 6 months. Of course, this is a danger, but people who conspicuously violate the rules are banished and no longer have access to the town. For sure. My task is to advance the interest of Twin Falls outside the boundaries of the town. Mr. Bowie, like no one else, represents the interest of the individual. He is particularly interested in his own advantage. He is a very influential person in this town, and his views hurt the positive development of Bowietown, and thus the entire region. Fine with me. See